Hello everybody and welcome back. In this video, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the trail elbow, and I'm going to give you a drill to where you can finally start getting this trail elbow to get back in front of your body to where you can come through. A lot of people, they pull down with the hands, they do all this crazy stuff, okay? But what we've got to learn to do is get this trail elbow to start giving us the correct feelings, because I am a strong believer, and I mean a strong believer. It's the only thing I do believe when it comes to the golf swing. If you can't feel it, you won't be able to do it. Okay, and a lot of people are going to say feel isn't real and all these different things. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, feel is 100% real. And when you can feel the correct things, and then you can start feeling the correct things in your golf swing, is when you start to become a good player. It's that simple. But you can't be up here and going, oh, well, it feels this way, but the swing does something else. My God, if I said that to my daughter, she wouldn't know what to do. She'd be like, Dad, well, it feels like this. And I'd be, oh, no. Just because it feels that way, it doesn't mean that's the way it is. Let me tell you something. Yes, it does. Yes, it absolutely does, especially to my daughter, okay? So all of a sudden, we've got to understand, if we can start practicing the correct feels and getting the correct feels into our swing, you are going to start feeling these things as you make your swing. It's that simple. So what do we have to do? We want to get here, we want to get set up, and I want you to go to the top, and you're going to be right there. Then what I want you to do is I want to take your lead hand, and I want you to put it on the back side of the trail elbow. And then when you're here, the only thing I want you to do is to pull this way. Force this elbow to go like this. And when you do that, you're going to feel, you're not going to feel, oh my God, the right shoulder's dropping. You're going to feel how this elbow is coming like this, period. Sorry guys, I got a new microphone so I wouldn't scrape across my chest so much, and it's, you know, still a little bit for me to get used to. But anyways, when we're here at the top, this trail elbow has to be coming like this. And oh my gosh, look at the power angle I'm back in with the body, which we talked about before. So now all of a sudden I'm at the top, I'm gonna pull this like this, pull this elbow here, and all of a sudden you're gonna feel how tight all this stuff starts working, and you're going to feel the craziest part about this. When I do this, my trail shoulder isn't like the traditional teaching. This is the path that everybody wants to come down, which is this plane and that plane. So everybody thinks right here, but when you do that, this right shoulder drops down. But when you do this drill correctly, the right shoulder is or the trail shoulder is going around you. It's not going down. So now in Hogan, went around. It was rotational 100%. So we're just going to get to the top, put our hand on the back of this trail elbow, and I'm going to go like this. And when I do that, this part of the forearm still needs to be facing up, because we've all seen some of those videos and pictures where Hogan's like this, and look at where that club is actually under. It would be here for a lot of us, but right here as Hogan's coming into this impact, it actually, in that picture, because it's deceiving, it's down here. But all of a sudden it's because this elbow has gone this way, and then it's just, the elbow is gonna keep coming this way as we come around, you know, to finish the swing. That gets into some of the most advanced release concepts, which we're gonna get to, because the way people are releasing a club, in my opinion, they have no idea. And even though I've done the drill, and I've showed you how to do that drill, there is a heck of a lot more to it that is just, it's exponentially what set Hogan apart. Now, you guys might be going, well, okay, Chris, when are you going to talk about that? And I'll get to it soon. Those videos are coming soon. Just keep watching. But right now, the drill, move it this way. Move it this way. And all of a sudden what you'll feel when you do this, I haven't used my hands 1 inch. Where most people are going to get up here and they're going to try to do something with their hands. They're going to cast the club. And in some of Mike Austin's videos where Dunaway's talking about it's this casting motion and how things, yeah, that's great. That's Dunaway and Mike Austin. We're talking about Ben Hogan. So all of a sudden it's here. This is going to come around. around, and you are going to start getting this sensation of, oh my goodness, now I can bring that club into a position to hit the ball, because just like Hogan said, we're going to, you know, do this. And if you watch the shell video where he's talking about, he's giving the explanation, it feels like it's, you know, in the knees and the hips and all this stuff. But even though that's what he's saying, watch his hands. Watch his hands. They go like this. He's like, it's going with the knees and the hips, and the hands are like this, like this. Every single time he makes this motion to show people, hey, it's this, and it's this, and it's the lower body, and then the hands and the shoulders come through. Every single time he makes that swing, his hands are right here, where he's in this bicep curl, and then all of a sudden it brings you into a position to hit. Okay? But the drill for the right feelings on the right side of the body is to, it's this, it's coming around me, it's not coming down. So now all of a sudden you put that into your practice motion, and you're like, there it is, and then when it's coming down, it's like, now look at where that's at. Now look at where this is at. It is so fantastic, because you just have to start getting the right feels for what this stuff is. And when you can feel it, you can do it. And when you do it, you will feel it. That is the most beautiful part about getting the correct information, in my opinion. Hands down. When you can feel something, you can learn. What do I mean by that? You put your hand on a burner at the house when it's already turned up to 400 degrees, you will learn very quickly to take your hand off. But the funny part is, the closer you put your hand, and that thing is red hot right now. Do not do this at home. That thing is red hot right now. Before you go to push your hand all the way down, your brain will pull you back. That is the dumbest idea you could ever do, Chris. Right, because I can feel the heat as I get closer and closer to it. So now that we can feel this move, we're at the top, there comes the elbow underneath. Now the body is still way, way further away ahead of me in this rotation right now, but this feeling is what we have to start getting. And when I do it, watch what happens to my shoulders. They look like they're working up and down. But even though they look like they're working up and down, I can promise you they're coming around. Here, now I'm gonna bring the elbow in. Look how the shoulder goes around. And because this elbow is going, look at how much it shallows the club, for goodness sake. So all of a sudden we're here, elbow went in. Oh my gosh, look at that. We're here, elbow went in. Oh my gosh, I shallowed the club. Pretty amazing when you can know it's not all this manipulation crap to get you to shallow the club. It's start understanding the principles of what we have to do. Get some good drills that are going to help you like this one, and you will start improving your golf swing immediately. It's not going to take you months and a year and all these different crazy things. You're going to start improving now. Now, because all of this Hogan swing is basically to help us become the best golfers that we can be. It's not to make you sit here and look like a clone of Ben Hogan. It's just not. But what it is doing is it's giving you the fundamentals to apply a rotational swing that is going to give you max force in this orbital type of movement around your body with the club head that is really going to take your game to another level. And I promise, if you just continue to do and continue to experiment and continue to start to get some of these feels, your golf game is going to improve. Your ball striking is going to, people are just going to watch you hit balls, and they're going to be amazed because you have information that most people don't. So again, remember the drill. We're going to get here, we're going to pull the elbow, then we're going to say, okay, let's apply that to our real swing and get that feel. And then all of a sudden it's going to be there and then up, and the game is going to, as I always say, be on, because your ball striking will start to improve. We'll see you in the next video.